My name is Peter and I study graphic design. I wanted to do quite a lot of things. I started off thinking that, like many boys do, wanted to be a footballer, but that didn't work out. And then I used to love animals, so strangely I wanted to be a zookeeper. And then obviously that didn't go to plan because I realized I'm quite scared of some animals. And then I thought to be a doctor, a lawyer, but that was more of my mom's dream. When I found out about my HIV, I stopped really thinking about a lot of things I want to do in the future because I thought I had never had a future. So I only thought I had just a small period of time to live. So when it comes to careers and stuff, that came out all out the window. I thought I can't be thinking about education and going to school. I need to do something for today. Like I can't prepare for the future of something which I'm not going to see. So I completely forgot about anything, my dreams or anything I aspired to be. It affected me especially when I got back to school, and I could see everybody working hard and going about their normal lives, and I've now been placed with something like in me which I can't control, and something which I felt I was decaying inside, and everyone was gonna live their lives, and then I'll one day pass away and everyone will forget about me. Like it demotivated me, and during that process I used to be in top set for most of my classes, and I moved down a set and I was behind in work, and I just started to think, what's the point? And I used to miss school. Yeah, I did feel to give up. I think ever since then, I've been a person who is not good at showing my emotions a lot. So, like, I cover it up with jokes and smiles, because since that day, it's like I felt so alone. The fact that this came to me, it's kind of, it had to make me grow up quicker than, I was about 12 years old, so I had to grow up quicker than most of my friends around me, because I'm holding something which a lot of people probably older than me can't cope with. So I had to grow up a lot, and the fact that everyone, as my friends were growing up, they could do stuff which I couldn't do, or they could sleep over at their friend's house, and I didn't want to go because of the fear of like just taking my medicine with me, or I had to lie to my friends saying, no. It reached a point where it's like I had so many hospital appointments that I had to make up stories that I'm going dentist, I'm going opticians, every type of practice I could think of, and I don't like lying. It's like nobody should like lying. So it's like and especially to my friends, because they ended up asking questions like, "Oh, you're always going to doctors," and I could say luckily, because I had meningitis, I could say, oh, it was, yeah, obviously because I had meningitis, they just want to do just annual checkups on all of that, but it's still a lie. And the fact about living a lie is, it's uncomfortable, because you're not being yourself. Later on, not exactly around my diagnosis, but 3 years ago, I hit a point of like depression, like very deep depression, and because I just felt I can't take it anymore. It's like, where's this taking me? And I knew 3 years ago that with HIV you could live a normal life, but I still felt that sometimes, like, I felt that this disease or illness or whatever you want to call it had power over me, and like I always felt, oh, I have to take medicine this time, I have to do this, I have to watch out for this, and I never felt free, and so much was going on in my life at that point that I did like consider committing suicide. I think I'm growing in confidence now, but I'm beginning to get that confidence because through my journey, Body and Soul helped a great deal, like, because I met a lot of friends which are in the same situation or could relate to that situation as me. It's the same. So I think a pivotal moment for me was when I was 18. I went on holiday with a group of friends, and then one of my friends said, if we go back to Body and Soul, when we go back to Body and Soul, and because she used to go, she's when I started, she was already there in the early days, and then she never saw that side of me because I was always shy. And then I started to bring out I started to be more confident as I grew up. And she said to me, like, when you go back to Body and Soul, show that confident side of you, because obviously a lot of people may want to hear it. And then it even affected me at uni because I ended up choosing a course, financial computing, which was different. Even my mom says, financial computing, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, there's loads of money in that. And I ended up dropping that course and changing it because it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't feel comfortable. And I knew in the long run I'll be unhappy. And so I ended up changing it to a kind of design course. So because I realized the subjects which I used to like is where I could express myself, where I could be. When I used to do art, I could tell my story through my pictures. Or when I used to write poems, I used to rap. I used to it used to be creative, and I realized if I'm not good at talking to people, I felt I could express myself through my artwork and through designing and stuff. And that's, I think, as my confidence grew, I started to realize where my strengths were. If you want to use me as an example, or anyone else that struggled in their life, there's always that struggle, but you could always overcome a struggle, and you could end up at a point where you can be yourself, you could be free, you could be liberated from what's controlling you, or what you feel is restricting you. And in my point, it was the HIV, but for you, it could be any type of illness, any type of pain, but you can overcome it, and you can like live another day. And I'm not gonna say it's easy, because life is a process, but you would overcome it, and just hang in there and work hard at what you're good at. If you feel uncomfortable about if you're doing, in university or college, if you feel uncomfortable what course you're in, think about what you're passionate about, and from there you start to enjoy life a bit more, you start to smile a bit more, and everything will be hopefully okay.